Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the announcement of the evening. And now, introducing to you, hailing from West London, United Kingdom, coming in by way of the dance hall and grime scene, it's Lady, your girl, Chann!
We've got on take 3, Boxology with Chann. Zoom, you are taking the piss, yeah? Anyway, we have got, it just means I get to speak to him longer. It's cool. We have Jnr Golden Boy in the building, yeah, aka Jnr Knowledge. Yeah, we're going to speak about his career, his goals, his acting, his boxing training, you know, where he's from, and also he's also a childhood friend and compadre of Tank Giovanni Davis, so we're going to really chop it up. Let's get him in here. Let's get ready to rumble. And in the black and white corner, we have Jnr Golden. Now he wants to give us this type of view. Watch the view. Gallery. That's the view we want. Guess what happened? I looked, yeah. When you said you couldn't, when I said I couldn't see you, it was no, the first time round when it said it wasn't recording, it recorded. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
For real?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, for real. Doesn't matter. Take 3. This, you did say he was an actor. So, you know, we've got 2 different takes, but it's good. I just get to talk to you for longer. I love it. I can hear these stories all day long, so I'm good with it. Let's just chop it up. Take 3. All right, Chann. So basically I've already introduced you already, yeah? You just wasn't in the room yet, but I will reintroduce you. This is Jnr Golden Boy, aka Jnr Knowledge. He is called the Knowledge because he is definitely a young guy. For his age, he knows a lot about boxing back in the day, and I could learn a lot from him. So that's why I'm mad excited. I had the pleasure of meeting him on The Fight Is Right, Spencer and Tunde Jay's podcast, and I was a guest on there, and so was Jnr amongst others. And I just thought, yep, gonna have to chop it up with this one, definitely. So that's why I've been mad excited. Thanks again for your time, and thanks for doing it. It means a lot, trust me. So where are you hailing from?
Maryland, USA.
He's from out of Maryland. Okay. I know these answers. I already knew the answer, but some of the answers I already knew, but we're going to hear them again, and it's all good. So, all right. So let's talk about how you came into the world of boxing, your correlation of yourself and boxing. Let the people know.
My dad, my uncle Marshall, those guys.
Fuck this story again, man.
My dad was a really good amateur. My dad's fault. My dad was really good amateur bandweight and amateur. So my uncle, it was the Hollingsworth brothers and it was the Leonard brothers.
You're crackling a bit. You're crackling a little bit. The mic crackling. Am I crackling? Do I sound crackly?
No, I don't know why I'm gonna turn this off. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, you crackly. Carry on. No, I'll see if it just dwindles out. We're recording.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, my dad was a really good amateur star with the Leonard brothers and the Hollingsworth brothers. You know, my uncle Marshall was a really good fighter, sparring Tommy Hearns and things like that. You know, so those guys in that era was the tougher era. Like today, this era is cakes and cookies, like compared to how those guys were killers back then. You know, the 70s, 80s, 90s, those guys were killers.
Wild.
And then going up to when my dad was pro, I was born into that gym. I mean, I cannot think of my first memory without hearing that chain, it was a big gym. I was like, man, this gym is huge. And like you got the chain jingling from the heavy bag all the way up to the roof, and hearing dangerous Daryl Lattimore skipping the rope over there doing tricks, and me trying to do those. Ernesto Rodriguez, who became Jared Hurd's trainer, Tom Brown, those guys. I wouldn't be me without those guys, and just learning that stuff, watching certain things like, hey, if this guy's hurt, you're gonna sit there. One thing you can do to get some more time, just drop the water on the canvas, get your guy out there. The next thing you know, they're gonna say, hey, walk to the corner, wipe that stuff up, take your time. Little stuff like that, little stuff like hitting the guy on the hip or pulling the arm here, you know, those little nuances. And the thing they loved that I was a product, they thought I was a prodigy, like they and I shut up and listened. So those, and learning from them guys like Mark Too Sharp Johnson, William Joppy, Daryl Coley, I for me to be born into it and actually like it, I was blessed. Like I was spoiled. Looking back on it, I was plenty spoiled.
Yeah, you're lucky to grow up within that fraternity. Definitely. Well lucky. I just grew up watching boxing on the TV and stuff with my dad, stepdad, mom, brother, sister, all good. But to grow up within it, that's epic. That is mad epic. I'm jealous. Look, I am mad jealous. That is you. That's why you're you. That's it. Like you said, you wouldn't be you without them, right? Without all of that happening. Wild. That is wild. People, you know, people. Right. Well, we're still going to keep on touching on the boxing. It's what we do. It's what we're going to be talking about. But also that I read that you are an actor and, you know, you're into acting. So, like, tell me about how you coming out with that, and which one would you pick, boxing or acting, if you could only pick one?
I was signed to Linda Townsend Management, I want to say 5-6 years old. And I did White House Apple Juice, Howard University Hospital. The commercial showed in, I believe, Dallas as well, at Dallas one of the Dallas hospitals too. I went out for The Fan. I went out for The Wire. I got a call for The Wire. I gotten a call for a lot of different things, you know.
But Michael B took that from you.
Yeah, he was a good, and man, that's a bad boy. I took my hat to him. I'm not mad at it. It's like losing to one of the top great guys. Like, all right, as long as I made a good account of myself.
Yeah, then all right. They're lost, not yours, but hey, yeah.
The pick, gotta pick boxing. And people think like you crazy, but you know, I know you was talking about doing, you know, how you love music and you love boxing. But
it's like that.
Boxing is like that bad girlfriend that's toxic. Yes, it's like that. Like, and then boxing is like that bad girlfriend. Like, damn, you look good, but you're bad for me.
Yeah.
Like, you're so bad for me.
Yeah, I know it. I've been in those real toxic relationships, and I'm now in another one, so I know it. It's all I know.
You know, so but God, I love this stuff, man. I remember, I'll tell you this quick thing. We was in DC Convention Center. Me, Taiwan, now all the Jared was there. I think Jared had his second pro fight that night. So we're all in there, and the guy that Jared knocked out actually was in the dressing room, because one of the guys, sometimes guys show up without trainers, so they'll come. So my dad was like, I'll help, you know, keep me busy. And so then when in the dressing room, the guy's like, you shouldn't have stopped it. The guy hit smack on the canvas, right? So he's like, you think that fight shouldn't have been stopped and you smacked the canvas? And he said, nah, let me go out with my. He said, you did. So and then all of a sudden, one of the guys just said, look, gang, man, we really got a screw loose to do this. We really got a screw loose. Like, we are not wrap tight to do this. Like,
you want to go out on his shield?
Yes. And I'm like, you did go out on your shield.
You did go out on your shield. It was called the canvas. That was the shield.
Oh my God. You know, but this sport, man,
it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
The corruption, the fucking corruption in it. It's wild. It's
from
wild.
The amateur up. From the amateurs up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nothing changes. Just the money changes, but the level of corruption stays the same.
Yep.
It's crazy. So also, you touched that you suffered from sickle cell. So did boxing? How did that kind of did boxing help you with that, or did having the sickle cell limit you with the boxing?
It's a blessing and a curse. I feel like, you know, it hurts sometimes to hear guys like Dusty Harrison, who's getting ready to fight Boo Boo, Jared Hurd and his family, different guys, legends say to my dad, wait a minute, he's been in the gym sparring. Because everybody knows if I was to equate my sparring sessions to my boxing record, I would have over 200, 300, whatever, you know. But you know, the hell, man, he would be fighting Bud Crawford right now. He would be this guy. And I appreciate that. It's like, oh, thank you. You know, you see that name, I appreciate it. But at the same time, to have guys like my god brother Gary Russell say, man, you know, I don't be one to get up and go train. Sometimes I look at you and know how much your smile lights up when you walk in the gym, and I want to train then. Like, I want that. That means like to have guys like Jared Hurd and Uncle Nestle say, yo, he fresh out. Hey, ask my mom, how's he doing? He fresh out? Yeah. Oh yeah, you think he could work with Jared? And I'm like, you want me to work with Jared? And Jared's like, yeah, man. If I could, and have Jared say, man, if I could slip your punches, if I could ever slip your punches, I'm good. Like, really? So it's a little bit of a blessing and a curse, and I'm just, I'm thankful for it, because it's still, you know, that discipline. My dad nickname was hard work because he was such a disciplined fighter, and that came on to me, like being there, not drinking, not smoking, that helped with my illness, you know. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. We all got our battles. Trust me, I have my own, and it's mad. And you can't let, you know, will is stronger than the physical body.
Yeah.
Will is a strong factor in a lot of things. And like, I watch your stuff on the gram, and I watch you train, and I watch you hit the bag with nice combos and nice fluidity. And, you know, you're amazing. Your skipping skills are wild. Like, you alright, man. You alright. I ain't got no worries.
I appreciate it.
You good, man. You good. It's amazing. So it's amazing to see that you actually battle sickle cell, because I would never been able to tell. Obviously, I haven't been in your life, but you know what you're doing is amazing. So pat yourself on the back, mate. Pat yourself on the back, right? Also, so sorry, my mind's just slipped me. So the acting, you said you'd pick
boxing.
You'd pick boxing over the acting, right?
That's why I said we got a screw loose to pick it. We got a screw loose to pick it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just was double checking that, because I get it, but all right. So also what I was telling the people, and what I found like amazing, that also that you grew up with Tank Giovante Davis and saw a lot of his growth. So we want to chop it up about that and what you guys got up to, some Tank stories, you know, what you didn't get up to. Let's go in.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it.
I you know, every time you've asked me, I always, you know, get a good smile on my face, because we are, even with guys who have little rivalries or whatever, you'll never hear somebody in this sport say, or especially from our area, I don't want him to make no money. You still, no matter what beef you have with him from a kid all the way up here, oh man, I'm happy that you're making that money. I'm happy you're making some money. Because if you know what that 3 minutes is about, if you know how rough that 3 minutes can be, if you know what sometimes comes with that 3 minutes, or even if you never turned pro, but you were just an amateur, those tournaments and back-to-back sparring the night before amateur, for things like that, you want to see somebody. So at the end of the day, I'm always happy for guys to make that money, you know. And Tank was just,
tell us the story about the kind of the robbery of him.
Okay, all right. So Tank was different. Like guys like Mark Two Sharp John, the greatest fighter from my era. Like he said he saw something. He will pop up at the gym every once in a while, and Tank was sparring. And my Uncle Jay said, oh, Tank did something. And he said, Tank was probably 10 years old. He said, oh, I ain't never seen nobody do that move since me. That little dude's going to be something. Those got him quick, Pat. Those guys were, you knew they were going to be different. And I remember he was rough. He was so rough around the edges. And we knew because, you know, Coach Cal, them got Baltimore is like 45 minutes this way.
Yeah.
So they will always come up here to fight. And he fought Pat. So when he fought Pat, so Okay, so they fought Pat Law. They gave it to Pat though. So Tank being Tank, he like, man, come on, start wanting to Floyd right. Hey, relax. Remember, hold your decorum. So you see Tank. Well, all right, yeah, man, all right, give him up, get out the ring, right? So he going off. He like right about to near the glove table. Man, I won that fight. Y'all know I won that fight. So Boog, who's a legend, one of the greatest fighters from the later era, but who never turned pro. He's Pat's dad. He goes, hey man, you mad? You know, that's my son you talking about. Huh? Oh, that's your dad? That's your son? Man, I beat your son. You know I whooped your son. Oh my God. I mean, you had to see.
He don't care. He like at that time he's probably like 4 foot.
He didn't care.
No fucks given. We don't care if it's I beat him. Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, it was the reason why I'm laughing so hard, because he was so raw with it. He did, you knew, because I was the golden boy. I was the walking the room, the smile, you know, yes, man, all that stuff. Tank was real laid back and cool. He'll kick it with anybody. But at the same time, he was still rough around. He was still learning. He was still, you know, getting used to things.
Yeah.
So
he's like, I don't care, that's your son. But do you know the mad thing about that? Like the correlation that now he's with Money May is that from the Olympics, Money May got basically cheated, and you know he should have had definite. He should have had. He got cons, you know.
But you gotta look at it like this, man, Chann. Like, I mean, every fight has been robbed. Like, I mean, it happens. Every fight has been robbed. You know, and Mr. Floyd has a correlation with my family. He fought 2 of my uncles in the amateurs. You know, he had to beat one of my uncles to get to the Olympic trials. Ernesto Rodriguez, the one who trained Jared. You know, so but those things, I mean, it's ironic with the Floyd thing too, because it's like, I remember him saying when we were all one time I think we were at Rosecross, he was like, man, I'm gonna get with Floyd. I'm gonna sign with Floyd one day. And I think twin Adrian Broner took him and I remember the first time he was around me, he had him sign the back. I don't even know where that picture is, but like it's a picture of Tank, and you can tell Tank was still an amateur, and he signed the back of Tank's phone.
Okay.
I don't know if you could find that picture, but there's a picture of that. So like, but it's funny because I remember all of us growing up and like being at Rosecroft Raceway, like they would come, Coach Cowan on them, the guys from Upton and Umar, they would come up. Those are 2 separate gyms, Umar's gym and Upton gym. They would come up 495 and weigh in here because all of the state's regionals are here in my area, like literally a 15-minute drive, 10-minute drive to both arenas. Okay. And then so those guys would come at 45, 50 minutes to come up 495 from Baltimore to get to where we at, and they would stay up here all day. So guys like Twin, Adrian Broner, Nuke, Rashi Warren, Bunny, Robert Easter Jr., them guys from Ohio and Baltimore and New York, they know these streets just as much as we. They come up here, hang out with us, and things like that. And
what did
Tank, what'd you say, Miss Chann?
What did you guys get up to? What were the
nothing.
You know, like, was there things like, you know, you guys being like the popular clique? How did you guys deal? Did you guys get a lot of female attention? How was that? Or was it very one track focused and girls left to the side? Or was it girls dragging you into the depths of toxicity?
The hunger was different.
Yeah.
The hunger was different. I mean, we wanted it bad. I mean, you got to look at each guy's mental. Let's go through each guy just name's mental frame. Yeah. You got Antoine Douglas and Antoine Russell, Antonio Russell. Their brother just went to the Olympics and just turned pro. They wanted, and Gary's like, they watching Gary work harder, and now they like, oh, I have to work that much just to get, because Gary's not going to give them anything. Because all right, well, I made it and I'm the oldest, so You know, it's nah, if you work hard, then I'll give you a little bit, whatever, things like that. Then you have me, I'm trying to get out of my dad's shadow a little bit, my uncle's shadow a little bit. Then you have Tank, who happy that he got a pair of Adidas boxing boots. Happy that he got a pair of trunks.
Mad rough, quite a hard childhood he had.
You know, so and then you got to look at the mind frame. And anyone from any area of boxing knows this, but especially from here. You have all these legends. Yeah, I remember Lontez Fox, Mikey Fox, they're coming up in the amateurs now. You have great fighters that are now retiring as we are getting older as amateurs that you saw, oh yeah, he was a world champion. He fought for 2 world titles or whatever, but they had vices. So you hear stuff in the gym. You hear stuff outside of the gym. So they're telling us you have fighters quiet as it's kept, Miss Chann. Didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't party, got their proper rest, but they one vice was women. So them same guys is grabbing us by the neck and saying, hey, women gonna be there. Get to where you gotta go first. Forget about the girls, women will be there. Because it's gonna be a good woman somewhere. The girls are 1 in a dozen. You're gonna find any of it, you don't find them. You know, so you're gonna sit there and you watch that. So a lot of times, but of course the groupies, I'll never forget when I got Tina, I'm like, ain't nobody checking for me. They said, nah, man, the groupies they pop, and you'll be surprised they pop up at the amateur fights. The amateur fights.
Because they know that you're gonna probably be pros.
Yeah, like because they looking like, okay, he about to turn open. And everybody know open is like semi-pro. Like, okay, he about to turn that corner. 17, 18, might turn pro at 18, might turn pro at 20, 21. So they're watching those. And you be thinking like, what the heck? It's October 31st. You know when October 31, that time you can wear a short sleeve, but then you put on a hoodie at night. Like, why are you wearing that to a fight and you know it's cold outside? Like then you walking past the dressing room, like make it make sense, you know. So a lot of us were looking like, look, we got to get the way we want to go, because if I don't get to where I want to go, then I'm not going to be able to get no one that wants to look at me. So
you're stuck in the same surrounding. So this is what I was going to ask about. So Tank was known for his speed and in the beginning, and not power so much.
There's a video, and I say this in every interview. There's a video of Tank. It's not circulating as much as it used to. But you see Tank at Headbangers, and you see Tank is doing the mix with Bug, Pat's father. Pat is sitting on the ring, Damon sitting on the ring, and I forget who else, but he runs what they call, like, well, they used to call it the 88 with Quick, and all those guys used to run like the 88. It's kind of like, they're going real fast. You've seen him and Adrian Broner do this mitt work all the time, where it's like a shoe shine, double pull, step under brick, and then you rip your unders and overs. So so everybody thought that video was sped up. It was not. I'm telling you, it was not sped up. You could see Pat I think it was Pat who got off the ring, and he's getting off the ring like normal speed. So it's like, he was known for his, I mean, he could crack, don't get me wrong. But you know, he started really, when he turned 15, 16, he really started cracking. When he would come home from tournaments, because Baltimore loves him, it was hard to get hometown fights. They would have to do a lot to get somebody there, because nobody would want to fight. Oh, no, my guy ain't got enough experience for Tank or stuff like that, you know, or will Tank carry the kid or whatever. But he was known for speed, and then everybody from that region, if you went to Nashville, yo, you know them kids known for speed. Don't let them set you up with speed, and then they drop that brick on you. That's what he's known for.
And that's funny because Tunde said on our previous episode,
the legend,
excuse me, that power doesn't necessarily happen at the beginning. It can be built up, because we were talking about Haney and stuff like that, you know. He was basically saying that it's not a given that just because you're a power puncher now, previously you might not have been. And I was like, oh, word. Okay, cool. So
the real dangerous punches, Miss Chann, quiet as it's kept in our sport. You got the bricklayers. But the sneaky power guys, the guys that rock you to sleep with speed, touch you, they'll change speed, and then they'll go move it out. And the next thing you know, all right, this guy ain't got nothing for me to respect him with. And as soon as you pull in, he dropped like he'll throw 3 fast ones, and then the last 2 be hard.
Yeah.
That's the guys that the heck am I on the ground, but it's a knockdown. It's like that's dangerous.
Yeah, because you're not.
Anthony Yard's one of them. One of them. You sit there and walk and touch you. Next thing you know, he start ripping. Out
in the yard is a power puncher. Like, it's wild. It is wild. It's a good thing that it's a good point there. Tunde will like this. You're right, Tunde. You happy now? Also, what was the other thing that I was going to say? So he's always been southpaw, right? Because I know some trainers train their fighters to become southpaw and they can go orthodox southpaw, and
that benefits him. I really believe that also equates for a lot of his success, him being born a southpaw.
Yeah,